Hello, 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 and welcome. My name is Nick. I am once again found sitting across from Q, and we are here to save the universe. Welcome in. So glad that you have joined us, whether you're watching us on YouTube or listening on your favorite podcast app or site. Doesn't really matter. We're just excited to have you here. And we are once again joined by our fantastic, beautiful, talented producer, glamorous producer, Jeff Rena. How are you doing today, Jeff Rena?
I'm good. How are you, Nick?
I'm good, man. That was like the happiest I'm good you've done yet on our show. That was exciting. That was like,
I feel like
for those listening, that's as good a mood as he gets in.
I feel like you're Charlotte from Charlotte's Web every time we do the show. Like how she would write a new word to describe Wilbur.
Yeah,
like you're doing that to describe Jeff.
I'm trying. I'm trying hard. But we're like 14, 15 episodes in now. I'm gonna have to start like getting a thesaurus out or something. So
well, what she would do was send Templeton to the fair to like find new words.
So
and then he'd sing that song that stuck in my head because I like to eat like he does. It goes, it's smorgasbord or something like that.
So in this scenario,
y'all remember this?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just make sure.
So in this scenario, I'm Charlotte.
Yes.
You're Templeton.
Yes.
And Jeff is Wilbur.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm good with that.
So if you die,
I die.
So.
But I'm gonna have a whole bunch of babies. So my legacy will live on.
I'm gonna eat so much that I can't hardly move. That's gonna be my story. Like yesterday.
Yeah.
And the day before.
Yeah.
It's how I live my life.
I read a tweet from somebody I followed last night. I love it. He said, yeah, I know dieting and everything. Yeah, it's, that's a thing. But I just ate an entire pizza and I feel great. And I'm very proud of myself.
Let's be honest. How often have you ate an entire pizza?
Well, I mean, it depends on I eat plenty of personal pizzas.
No.
Yeah.
Like a large pizza,
large
from,
or bigger,
from like a Pizza Hut-ish type place, or
once or twice. Really, once or twice is really it for me.
When I was really depressed in Oregon, I can't eat Little Caesars anymore because I would get like wings and a pizza and eat the whole thing. It wasn't healthy.
It's not.
I've probably done it 100 times.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I couldn't. I couldn't. I can't eat that much bread in one sitting.
Me and one of my friends, a guy named Josh Garza, a few nights ago, ordered 2 large pizzas from Giovanni's, and when we left, they were both gone.
Giovanni's makes some good pizza.
I love Giovanni's.
Yeah, I love
Both
it. Yeah.
gone.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever got their pizza without sauce?
Mm-mm.
So good.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why. It's just
Do you
so
like
good.
dip it in sauce or anything, or it's just cheese and toppings?
Cheese bread with toppings. Get some peppers on there, some meat. It's good stuff.
I'll try it.
It's really good.
I'll try it. How's the foot doing? Are you feeling better? I mean, I know you're getting
yeah,
around a lot better.
like I'm walking well. I tried to start jog. I tried to jog the other day. I was like, I'm not there yet, but I'm close to jogging again.
Oh, okay.
I feel like
is that just a thing that it's on you, whether or not you can tolerate it or not?
Yeah, it's on me at this point.
Without passing out
Doctor
from the pain.
Doctor said, don't come back unless something's wrong. I said, okay.
Mm.
So,
but in your head,
I know
there's something's wrong about every 5 minutes, isn't
it's
it?
true. But I'm going to start jogging soon. I feel like we need to I feel like our bodies always need to be in good enough shape to go to war. Like, and I'm not talking about like traditional war. I'm talking about like zombies are attacking my house, or the world's upside down, or EMP blast, and everybody's trying to riot my food war. Like at least some form of disorganized, chaotic war.
Yeah. I've got a long way to go. Then
you gotta work on that, man.
I know.
We all have to. We all have to be. We don't know when stuff's going to go sideways and go crazy. And I don't want you guys. I don't want to be leading my family to the promised land of Alder Springs to set up my camp and being like, I bet Nick and Jeff are just dead.
Well, the good news. Well, here
they didn't make it.
Here is the good news, though. Like I do swing a club 300-400 times a week, so I might not be as in shape, but I bet I'll be as good or better at swinging stuff than most of the people.
They also say, I don't know how true this is because I can't. Before I hurt my ankle, I was going to the track and I was walking. This is just legit what I was doing. I was walking the curves and then jogging the straights. for like 3 miles. I'd walk a curve, which are a little longer than straights, and I'd jog the straights in a normal track. You know what I'm talking about? So, but they say that people who are dealing with anxiety or depression, doing that is one of the can be as helpful as medication if you do it on a regular basis, because it does something. I don't know. You guys might know more than me. It does
Releases
something.
endorphins.
Yeah. So like
absolutely.
even just for like mental health, to be mentally prepared for whatever's coming your way, that's a good way to help out in that.
There's no doubt about it. But that's the great thing about anxiety and depression, though, man, is the vicious cycle of I don't feel like exercising, and because I didn't exercise, I'm now more depressed. So,
well, I don't enjoy it per se. Like I don't be like woo, you know. Like
See,
I can't
there are times that I have. Like remember when we were doing CrossFit every afternoon?
Yeah.
Like that was like the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. But
Bro.
I really did enjoy it because it was like 20 or 30 minute workout. You're in, you're out. You just killed yourself for 20 or 30 minutes. But you got your strength and your conditioning all in those 20 and 30 minutes, and you're done.
Then you might like this. I texted our friend Chris today.
Did you? I've been meaning to text him.
And I said, hey, did you make a decision to start doing workouts in the afternoon?
Yeah.
He said 90%, but I'll do it when I move in my new house.
Let's do it.
Because I know we're not going to consistently do the morning thing.
No, I'm not going to consistently do anything in the morning.
So,
ever.
but he said that he said 90%.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to move within the month.
Okay. Because I've reached that point in my life where I've just realized I'm not a morning person. I never will be a morning person, and I just have to come to terms with it.
Because I texted and said, hey, I'd like to start working out with you if you're going to do afternoons. He goes 90%. And I'm going to do it. I don't know that I'm going to do like we did the last time. I don't know that some of my joints can handle it as intense as we were going.
Yeah.
But
Well, just lower the weight a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to do some movements,
Yeah.
do lightweight stuff.
Yeah.
And just
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it because, he would always put up like, this is the male weight for the day and this is the female weight for the day. And I'm just going to do the female weight. And I'm not going to, pride was gone. Any pride as far as physical conditioning that I've ever had is out the window.
I started getting that mindset, and that's where it's dangerous to me. Like,
Yeah.
last time I was working out with him, then one day he's like, we're going to do heavy squats, and I end up putting over 400. No, I mean, sorry. Yeah, no, I end up putting 400 on the bar again and squatting it again. That's not smart at my age.
I used to could squat over 400 in high school.
That's not
But,
smart.
but I'm not in high school.
We're 40. I don't think we need
No,
to do
your
that.
joints can't. Your joints can't handle jumping up and down and catching a basketball and landing.
You can feel like it's what I've always heard. I
Yeah.
never thought it was reality till this year.
Yeah.
You can feel like, I can do this, and like really genuinely feel like it. Not like talking yourself up or out of it, but like really genuinely feel like, I can handle this, and then just something happens.
Yeah. Well, we have two friends, both through church, and one is an elder at our church, that are like very heavy workout guys, and they are two of the most oft injured people I've ever met in my entire life. They're always hurt. All the time.
Who? Thomas?
Thomas. Yeah, Thomas is like, I feel like Thomas has a surgery a year at this point.
He does. And he was telling me when I got hurt, he's like,
Yeah.
you tell them
Yeah.
you want to be able to do the same things you did before this happened. And I'm like, I was thinking about him. I said, shouldn't I tell them I wanted to be able to do this for like 10 months? So I get hurt again? And then take 3 months off?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm just not. I want to. Because I really believe that the biggest thing that I've reached a point at my age, I want to bend over and pick something up and not go, oh. That's what I want. I want to not get off the couch and go. Because have you found yourself making noises when you get out of a chair?
but we got to get beyond that. We got to
I know,
be. We
but
got
that's
to be.
But that's not strength. That's just flexibility.
I know,
and things
but we've
like
got to
that.
be ready for when madness happens. We've just got to be ready.
I know, and I think flexibility.
You may have to jog for a few miles.
Yeah, I know, and that's okay. I do need to get in better cardiovascular health as far as being not winded from walking up a flight of stairs. Yes, absolutely. I think that and like flexibility and having a good range of motion. I think those are absolutely at our age the two most important things.
Yeah, I think flexibility is huge.
Yeah, I think it's really, 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 really key. So no, I am excited about that.
Yeah.
I think that'd be good.
It was fun. I mean,
Yeah.
his brother used to come over, James.
Yeah.
He's a beast.
Yeah, as long as Justin Brown doesn't show up, I don't want him there
Why?
because he makes us all look like idiots.
Oh, yeah.
He goes crazy. Like he does all the weights and like finishes the workout in 5 minutes and then just And then he stands there and is like, "Come on, guys, you can do it. You can do it."
Yeah, I don't need you
I
telling me
hate that. I hate it.
It's like I want to like pause everything and go, "Hey, bro, I've worked out since I was 15 years old. I'm doing exactly what I want to do right now. I'm a grown man. Like if I need someone to yell at me, I'll pay them $25 an hour to do it.
I know what you think you're doing right now is encouragement, but it's not. It's pity. It feels like pity is what it feels like.
If you're not going to be there at night when I'm having to argue with my kids and go, "Come on, Q, you got this. You can win this one," then don't sit there by some weights. Like that's the most important thing I'm dealing with. I need you other times.
That would be nice if you just like had a coach like on standby. Hey, yeah, I'm in round 3 on this with my wife, man. I just need a pep talk.
Hey, you got this. Hey, remember, don't bring anything up in the past. All right, just say things like, "I really care how you feel." You know, those like just like giving you that coaching.
I need a like. Have you ever seen The Legend of Bagger Vance with Will Smith's the caddy?
Yes.
I need a caddy. I need a life caddy.
Yeah.
I need a caddy that just goes, like I'm about to get in an argument with my wife, and I just look at my caddy and go, "What should I play here?"
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What should I play here?
Yeah.
And he just kind of looks at you and goes, "This is probably isn't the hill you want to die on. So just take one. Just take this one. Just back down.
Just lay up.
Just apologize and move on.
Yeah.
Instead of taking something that doesn't matter at all and making it into an evening long argument, which is what I like to do.
Well, I think I think that's what friends really are. Is friends are these people who help us walk through. If you get the right friends around you,
yes,
then you make some better decisions.
Absolutely.
But like you're right. Like I don't need my friend rubbing in my face how much better in shape he is than me. I know some of them don't even mean it. Like I got a buddy named JD who's older than me. He's actually had surgery. He like got hurt pretty bad recently, but he's like always in so much shape, and no matter how long it's been since we talked, if we're having a conversation, it's like, "Hey man, JD, how's it going?" "It's going great, man. It's going great. I just got through doing riding my bike up and down this hill, and I've been doing these leg squats things." I'm like, in my mind, I'm going like, "What do I say now?"
Yeah.
Like, what? I don't know what to say. Like, because I feel like anything and I can lie if I want to.
Yeah.
But I feel like I feel like I got to come up with my health thing to compare to your health thing. I'd rather he just say this.
I only ate half a pizza last night.
This is what I'd rather my friends would say to me. Is like, "Hey, I'm still getting ready for war. You getting ready for war?"
Yeah.
Just be that frank.
Yeah.
Instead of like beating around the bush. And I'll be like, "You know what? No, I haven't been, but I'm going to. Because I know it's coming."
Yeah. Absolutely.
You got to be ready.
Now this is the JD, by the way, that was doing so much weight on a leg press machine that both of his quads ripped and like curled up. Can you imagine? You passed out from a thigh cramp.
Yeah. You talked about you could throw up from pain. I've never thrown up from pain. I told you that, but I could not imagine myself not throwing up in that moment.
Oh, I think I would pull a Q in that moment. I would just pass out immediately. I hope I will. Look, if that ever happens to me and you're there and I don't pass out, knock me out. Do whatever you got to do. Find something. Because I don't want to be awake for that.
Your muscles, there would be like a big bulk right here. Like you would see like this huge hump on the top of your legs where they disconnected here and rolled up.
Yeah.
That's what happens to that muscle.
Yeah.
I would never see that because I'm not a stupid idiot.
Says the guy that worked out with me one day, and we had to sit outside the building for like an hour, and so he like threw up and tried to like not black out.
Do you know why? Because you're doing what Justin was doing, saying, "Come on, you can do it. You can do it."
I was not.
You were. You said I was being a girl.
That's sexist, Jeff.
Yes, I don't say it.
And that is a really like. The workouts you were doing, most girls work out harder than that, Jeff. I would not have said that.
So, hey, speaking of updates from past episodes, since we're talking about your foot, I have a bite on the back of my thigh that I'm right now at 20 to 25% sure it could be a brown recluse bite.
Yeah. So any more brown recluses?
I haven't seen any more brown recluses. But the bite on the back of my thigh is very suspicious.
They've been known to like just hang out in clothes, and then you put them on, and then it's like
I know. So monitoring that right now because it's a very painful like open wound type bite on the back of my
You know what you
leg
can
right now.
do?
Just cut that part off right
No,
now.
no. I'm talking about for the so it doesn't get any more of your clothes. Is you can use mothballs. You're just going to smell like an old grandma.
I'm okay with that. I think I've reached the point in my life where I can get away with that. Mothballs get brown recluses away?
I think they get all insects away.
It's interesting. I did not know that. I thought they were just from moths.
I think it's all insects.
Hence the name mothball.
Don't like the smell of them. But initially, when things weren't as closed off in houses and stuff, that's what would mostly get in your clothes. Is moths would come and they would just lie and sit.
And they and they'll eat through, nibble through fabric eventually. You'll have like holes in your fabric. Yeah. Which is not good.
No.
Yeah. So anyway, we're monitoring that right now. So
That worries me. I don't like spiders.
Oh no, I don't. And I've noticed it for a couple of days, and finally reached the point last night where I said to ask my wife to look at it, and so now I get a text about every 5 minutes. How's that bite look? How's
What
that
did
bite
she
look?
say? What did she
How's
say?
that bite look? She stayed calmer than I thought she would.
I mean, but did she think it had the possibility?
She
of being?
did. She thinks it has the possibility. Yeah, because it is. It's like a little like open wound with like a little thing in the middle that looks like.
Is it really hard in the middle?
I don't know.
Can you
Like I said, I'm just at 20 to 25%.
If it starts getting really hard, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, my dad got bit on his leg
Yeah.
by a brown recluse, and he did not because he's stubborn.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he would have died. His wife now made him go to the hospital the night he was having the widowmaker heart attack, and he died in the waiting room and got shocked back to life. And he wasn't going to want to go to the hospital. I mean, he would have just. He was made to go. But
We'll see. If it gets any worse, I'll definitely get it. Well, there's the great thing with me is there's always the possibility that it was just a bad bug bite or something, and I just irritated it because I can't stop picking at things.
that's
Yeah.
you and my daughter both,
Yeah.
man. She gets
So-
mosquito bites, and I
Yeah.
tell her that's
Yeah, you know how many mosquito bites I've had that turned into open wounds on my legs and things like that. Yeah, I'm really bad about that. I'm really, really bad about that.
don't do that,
Yeah.
man. Just let it heal. Healing is good.
Yeah, no, I can't.
Healing is good.
I don't. That's why I always have something in my hands doing something. So I don't pick at things I'm not supposed to pick at. So anyway, we thought we'd do something a little bit different with this episode.
Yeah.
Because we, us three it's kind of weird that us three are in this room together.
Yes.
Now, because we actually all met at like different times and had like different times in our lives where like me and you were together, but Jeff wasn't in our life. And then there were times when me and Jeff were together and you weren't in our lives.
Right.
And there were times when you and Jeff were together and I wasn't. So it's kind of been a crazy road. I met Jeff Rena here when he was a youth at Victory Baptist Church in Gunnersville. And he played instruments and stuff like that. And I just remember thinking, this is a weird kid. But in my defense, he was a weird kid.
Some things never change.
That was back in
Yeah.
my phase where I got those really big Hot Topic pants and had a flame shirt.
You wore Hot Topic pants.
Hell yeah.
That was the worst thing. I can't look. I was somewhat into like punk,
Yeah.
Nirvana, all that. I knew you just didn't go Hot Topic on it.
Man, I was listening to Limp Bizkit. You don't know what you're talking about.
I'm almost scared to ask this, Rena, but I mean, I think I've told you my first impression. I mean, I don't know that you've ever told me like what you thought of me.
I just thought you were
when
funny.
I first met.
I thought you were a nice guy.
Okay, I'll take nice guy and funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
What was your first impression of me?
I thought you were a
There you go.
So you got it right both times.
So here was the weird predicament. So I was in the band with Nick.
Right. So so just to fast forward, a couple years later, I wound up leaving that church to go on the road full time with a band, and Jeff became our drummer for a period of time there for a year or so. Yeah.
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 And that was like my first like actual like band thing besides playing at churches and stuff.
Yeah.
And so the beginning, they kept saying, "You're not playing loud enough. You're not playing loud enough." Because like I was used to churches and everybody telling me to shush.
Yeah.
And then they were part of a new church plant and asked me to play with them. So we go, I start playing, and Q keeps telling me to stop playing so loud. and they kept saying, "Oh, well, this church is going to be nothing like the other churches around here," and they were. Like, he kept telling me that, like, with this mean face. I was like, I don't have to listen to you.
My first impression of Jeff was, I hope this depressed emo kid doesn't kill himself. But if he does, maybe he won't play those dang drum solos.
Yeah, we had some very interesting times when we first started.
The first time I ever met you was at Jacksonville State.
It was weird because you and I ran in the same circles a lot for
Sorta.
years,
But
we never really got to know each other.
I don't know if I mentioned this to you, but we were playing an intramural flag football game, and my team played your team at Jacksonville State.
I don't remember this.
And the only reason I remember it after the years later when I met you, like kind of more official capacity, is I remembered that laugh.
The laugh, yeah.
And I was like, dude, that's the weirdest laugh when we were playing you. Y'all beat us. But
Good. I remember playing intramurals at Jacksonville State. My college roommate, Blue, pretty good athlete, played college basketball. What? That's his actual name.
Blue Bryant.
His name was Blue Bryant.
I know Blue.
Yeah. Pretty good athlete, and I played quarterback, and I pretty much just threw the ball up in the air, and he could jump and catch it, and that was pretty
When
much
you just
how we won.
said, when you said my roommate Blue, it's like almost like he was no good at football. Does that make sense? That's why it was funny.
Why?
Like when you say you blow at something, you're no good at it.
Oh, he blew. Oh, okay, I got you. Sorry.
Not like the color, like the
I get
BLE.
it. His name was Blue.
So it
His name still is Blue.
It sounded like, you said like playing in real football, my roommate Blue. Like, so it's like, he's no good at this.
No, he was a good
He
athlete.
actually was pretty good.
He was a very good athlete.
Wasn't he the quarterback?
No, I was actually the quarterback.
Oh.
Yeah, I was the quarterback, and he was the basketball player that could jump and catch all my bad passes,
You
and
know,
that's
I
how
don't-
we won. Yeah.
About a year ago,
Yeah.
I randomly saw something on Facebook where he was starting a church in Georgia or something. Did you see this? Did that happen?
Yeah,
or-
it happened.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I watched one of his videos.
Yeah, he went the more traditional route and went to seminary and did all the things that we didn't do. Yeah.
And he's probably better off for it.
Definitely financially.
There you go.
But yeah, so I didn't know. I don't remember having like I think probably first impression of you was probably just I felt like you were somebody I could get along with.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I'd heard about
Yeah.
you from
Yeah.
Breakaway, that ministry
Yeah.
too. Like you done some stuff. I thought,
Yeah.
this guy's all right.
Yeah, because when we first started, me and you were the only two that actually had the freedom to do some things before we started
Yes.
the church, and so we kind of got to know each other a little bit better before we started everything, which
Yeah.
was good. I
And I knew your wife because I
Yeah.
went to school with her.
Yeah.
I mean, she didn't ever talk to me, but that's okay.
Y'all ran in two different circles.
She was homecoming queen.
She was homecoming queen. Yeah.
You married a homecoming queen.
I did. I married a homecoming queen.
So I married a girl who ran track.
Yeah.
So.
And they're both out of our leagues.
They are.
Yeah. Yeah. Completely out of our league. Yeah. Like one of the last, my ex-girlfriend from high school who dumped me, and then I'll tell this story sometime, but I don't know if we got time for it today. But like she called like 2 months later after she'd broken up with me, like to just like, it was almost one of those like, how are you doing? I hope you're still doing awful, because like, just kind of want to, because I'm dating this guy now, and it's almost like it was that type of situation. And I actually had scheduled the first date with my wife, and the last thing I said to my ex-girlfriend was, "Well, I got a date with the homecoming queen from Albertville this weekend, so I'm gonna do that."
It's just interesting.
Felt good.
It's interesting how we've all became friends.
Yeah.
Because none of us went to school together. You know, you're at.
I'm from
Aniana.
Aniana.
I was here at Albertville. He was from his dad and mom's house. So, which explains a lot.
It does.
In fact, if I'm going to be called slanderous names by anybody, the one person I think it can matter the least is somebody who's homeschooled.
But no, it's true, and now because we came all these different ways, but now like I feel like these are the three people that I'm probably the most honest with in my life at this point. Just like So,
If one of y'all ever go off the rails, like I know, I might as well I'll hang it up too. Like you,
Yeah.
I mean, it's interesting when you get close enough to people that if they decide that they're going down, they can take you with them.
Yeah.
That's a certain level of trust, you know. Where it's like, if one of you guys like something happened, one of you guys start hating me, in the back of my mind, I'm going like, this is what I'm telling myself. I got to go over there this week on a random night, and I got to beat the crap out of him and tell him, if you talk about any of our stuff, this happens again. And then walk away and realize I'm never going to talk to that person again. And hope they buy that bluff in the moment.
That's not good. But that doesn't happen with us, because instead of doing that, we just, me and you have called each other and
sure.
and just yelled at each other for a little while.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying if
Yeah.
like something chemically happens and you just snap, like I've got to like, and I have to find a way to do a real big reset button on you. That's what's coming. Like if you find yourself mad at me for a long time and I show up on a random Thursday night, you better be ready.
Just don't open the door.
I'll get in. Doors will not stop me.
But yeah, I mean, it's great because I think we're in, like, I don't know. I mean, we live in this area now where, like, with 2020 and everything that's going on, where like friendship is like tougher to a degree because you can't.
Sure.
Yeah, you can't be together as much, things like that, and I think the tough thing is if you didn't really have any good friends going into 2020, it's a really hard time to make them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Friendships are really tough, and in our culture, friendships have become very transactional.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is super frustrating because you feel like you're always trying to evaluate, what do I owe this person? They owe me something. What I need to do? What's the
Yeah.
right thing to do? And every now and then you'll move to a place where you get kind of past that with some folks, and I think we've been able to do that pretty well. We hung out recently. I had a great time just
Yes.
hanging out, us and our wives. We haven't done that.
Yeah, been too
in a minute.
Been too
Yeah.
long. Yeah.
And you guys don't let me invite all the people I want to invite when I have people over, which is fine.
Yeah.
You guys,
Well, because you have a tendency to, if you invite people over, you want it to be like 20, 30 people. And I'm okay with that. My wife is definitely not okay with that.
I understand. I did good.
But-
I just invited Joe.
But I feel like that when we get together, just like 6 or 8, I feel like
I think
you
I had
can still
more-
have good conversations and things like that. Yeah.
I had some of the best conversation with you guys. I feel like I got to know Jeff Rena's wife a little better.
Yeah. Still don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't either. But I feel like I get her. Like I feel like I think, which is interesting what you called me earlier, because I think without just coming out and saying it, she was like has some of the same tendencies that I have, like some of the same way
Yeah.
of thinking.
Because we talked
So-
about the possibility, and your wife actually brought it up, that the possibility that you might be a narcissist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I've never been at a table where someone's reading off the symptoms or whatever it is of being a narcissist, and everyone laughing as hard as possible.
No, not everyone.
except for Q.
Thank you. Let's be very clear. Not everyone
Because
was
if you
like,
was having some realizations at the time.
it made me. You know what it made me want to do?
Yeah.
Like in my bad part of my brain. I mean, I'll probably think about that for like 3 years now. But part of me was like, well, I'm just gonna quit doing all this stuff I do for the world. I hate you now, world. If this is what I am.
Well, I mean, now the person that you love most in this world is more convinced of this than any of us were. So, I steer away from full blown narcissism. I don't think that's you.
I could have married an immigrant.
I think
They would have
Yeah.
been so happy to be in
Yeah.
this country.
I think we all have our bend, and your bend can be to manipulate people to your will.
That's narcissism. Is that narcissism?
It's a part of it. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think you're a narcissist.
No, I don't. No.
This was just funny.
It was just very funny.
Here's the thing.
that you had
I'll say
every
this.
one of them.
I don't think I'm a narcissist, but I think I could be.
Yeah.
Like I think evil Ben. Like I said this before. Like if I didn't meet Jesus,
Yeah.
like if I didn't like have this moment where
Oh, yeah.
I decided I was gonna meet Jesus, like I don't think I would have just been the normal bad guy.
Yeah.
I think I would have done like bad to the extreme. Like
Yeah.
Like I think I would have like, oh, you can sell cocaine and make all this. Like, well, I'm gonna figure that out.
Yeah.
Where's the mafia at, and how do you get involved with those guys? Like, I can drive their cars. Yes, that body will fit in the trunk. Like, I mean, I think that's the potential like path I went down. Which
But you wouldn't be
Jesus
able.
changed all that.
You wouldn't be. I don't think that you would be able to be in the mafia. I think you would have to. I mean, if I think Evil Q has to figure out a way to run the mafia.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I got friended, by the way, this 2 weeks ago by my friend. Friended me on Facebook, and we were.
That's a mafia name.
Oh yeah, we were in the same. My first year in college, we were in the same dorm cube, and his granddad is mafia. Like, and I was like, and part of me in the back was like, "Oh, I'm accepting this friend request,"
Yeah.
because you never know.
Instantly.
Someday,
Yeah.
something may happen.
Someday.
Where the only resort I have
Yeah.
is the mafia.
Does he
and
have a-
he's my in.
Does he have a daughter? Yeah.
I don't know. A lot's happened since.
Well, I mean, I
college.
think it's important. If he has a daughter, I think it's important that you attend her wedding because that's the day you get to ask favors.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just. I'm probably
Are
gonna.
you going to do? Oh, you should do that.
I'm gonna Facebook message.
You have three. Look, dude.
Taller.
You have three daughters. There's no doubt that 10, 20, however long from now it is, I think on every one of their wedding days, there should be an hour period where you just go off into some room and people walk in and ask favors of you.
Oh yes.
There's that definitely. And I can just stand like to the right of the desk and go, sorry, Mr. Williams is through with you at this time. So I apologize.
Right now, you know where my mind went is that now what if is in the mafia, and what if his whole reason for friending me is he's like, you know, I got some things in Alabama I might need handled. What if it's all like, what if he's coming?
I'm gonna bleep his last name.
Yeah, please do, please do,
Please do.
because
Just
it
in
may
case,
be
just in
coming
case
that
that
way.
is the name of a crime family. that we don't know.
His crime family is centered in the New Orleans area, and he used to go down there and like he would introduce us to
Yeah.
folks and stuff.
Yeah. There's
Sure.
definitely some crime families in New Orleans.
Oh yeah,
No doubt about that.
it's
Yeah.
It's awesome. But, you know, it's crazy. That's a friend I had in college I've not seen, not heard from 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Facebook friend request. And
Yeah.
all those thoughts start coming
Yeah,
back. you know?
absolutely. And we all have friends. I have friends that, you know, I was talking about my buddy Will, who I was on the road with forever. I mean, I could text Will right now, and it would be like I was texting him, and we were continuing a conversation that we were having a month ago. You know, just because you know, sometimes you just have those type friendships. They just kind of last, but they're good.
I'll say this. I'm really thankful for your guys' friendship
Mm-hmm.
and everything we've done, all the stories we've got to have together. And if you're out there listening and you don't have any like good friends, like, man, just know that thinking about you, praying for you,
Yeah.
because those are important. And
Absolutely.
I don't know how to tell you. Like, the crazy thing is that I couldn't like communicate for somebody how the path to have friends like you guys. It's like a gift that happens, you know.
Yeah.
So
Well, it is,
tough
but
stuff.
I mean, sooner or later, you've got to pick some people and take a risk and be vulnerable.
yeah, and
you
but you
know.
might get hurt,
Yeah, you might. Yeah,
and that's what stinks about it.
yeah, yeah,
You might really get hurt,
absolutely.
but you might
Yeah.
find somebody that sticks with you for life.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you know, with me, because you talk about you probably not being a narcissist, but have some of the characteristics. I mean, I am diagnosed ADHD really, really badly, and so the biggest thing that ADHD, which people don't realize, is the biggest thing that ADHD people deal with is rejection. So like, I can turn anything into being rejected. Like Sunday night, like you decided to play Magic with your nerd friends instead of watching football with me, and I can immediately go, "Well, Q doesn't. Yeah, Q likes them better than me." You know, so you know, and we all have those and so it's really easy to just say, it's not worth the trouble. You know, it's not worth the work and the effort to actually have friends. But I think in this time, I think that you know, there's some things in my life, there's some areas in my life that I feel like I could fail at sometimes. And I feel like because of close friendships, I won't. You
That's
know?
good.
Yeah. And because I feel like I've got people that'll hold me up.
Yeah.
And so yeah, do whatever it takes. I was actually reading a story. We were talking about this last week. It was the 50, and we'll get more into this sometime. It was the 50 craziest things to happen in Florida so far in 2020. So, I mean, like, if you think wherever you live is crazy in 2020, just imagine Florida in 2020 right now. But I love this. It's so apparently the traffic lights are just like really crazy in Florida, and it's great. So it's a video. You need to look this up. It's a video of men who got to a traffic stop, pulled out a card table behind their vehicle, and started playing a game of Uno while they were sitting at the traffic light. So I love that. Find friends that you can play Uno with in traffic.
That's it. We should do that one day.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that is a great metaphor for what a friendship. A great friendship is when there's traffic and craziness around you. You sit down at the table and you have a game of Uno, or whatever card game you prefer.
That's cool. I just want to say, you guys are some of my greatest friends. I just want to say that everybody that listens, if you're one of my friends, so glad to have you. If you're listening, you're not a friend. Maybe one day we'll be friends, unless you're really weird and psychotic. And then just keep listening to this podcast and pretend. Jeff Rena needs some more friends.
Absolutely.
And if you're in the mob, I didn't mean to say anything to offend you. You guys are great.
We're not that great of friends. If you are in the mafia, like if you were to hurt me, it wouldn't affect him that much. So yeah, just remember that. But man, anyway, hey, I can't think of a better way to save the universe and save your 2020 than a good friendship. So man, maybe you've got some of those you haven't really been investing in and working hard on. Do it. Go back to it. It'd be good. It'd make 2020 a little more, a little more easy to get through. So, hey, once again, thank you guys so much for listening, and thank you so much for being a part of the show. And if you subscribed and rated and all that thing, man, you're definitely a friend of our show. And so, man, we would love to hear from you. Email us, post comments. Man, we love it when we get to see comments and things like that. I got a text from a guy today that I didn't even have any idea was listening to our show, and lives in 2 hours away from us. Just texted me how much he was enjoying the show, man. And we just had a conversation. We had a conversation we hadn't had a conversation in a long time over text because of that. It was great, man. Nice. It's awesome. So really, really, really cool. So man, friendship is a great way to save the universe. Hey, once again, on behalf of our beautiful and talented producer, Jeff Rena, that is Q. I am Nick, and once again, the universe is a safe place to live. See you soon. You're welcome.